Hi guys, this is Vishal here from Rapcode. So in this video we will understand how to send the data stored in collection to some REST API using external API. So here we will be using raw JSON component, so instead of default JSON, because there are several scenarios where the data or the JSON which you want to send to an external API is a bit complex, not straightforward, not standard key value pair. So we'll see how that can be done. So I'll give you an example how what type of JSON we are talking about. So let's say this is a JSON, right? So my external API is expecting three parameters: name, description, status, and this is just plain key value pair, which is straightforward. You just map and it sends, right? But let's say there are complex scenarios. Let's talk about this year table schema. So let's say this is an API which is expecting data to be in this format, right? Which is not a key value pair, right? So now let's say I want to create a new project in your table. So this is how my project table looks like. And let's say I want to create a new project and I want to make an API call something like this to post data to year table, right? And this data is coming from my Rapcode collection. So I create a new project and the data will get saved in Rapcode, and after that it make a call to year table and save the data here also. So let's see how this can be done, right? So I have a collection in Rapcode called project, and it has same fields like name, description, and status, priority, all those things. No, I want to let's create a form, a collection form, take the data, store it in Rapcode database, and after that push it to year table. So let's see how that can be done. So this is how the collection looks like. As of now, everything is blank. Okay. So I'll go to a page. Before going to a page, let's create a external API because this is most important. So what I'm saying, whatever data is coming from that collection, send it to your table. So let's do the configuration. So I'll say send data to your table to create project. You can give whatever name you want to give. So let's go to the configuration. So here it is a post call. So curl basically gives the definition of the REST API. So -x, this is a URL, header, and all these things, right? So just copy the URL that I want to send the data to this endpoint. So I'll just copy. Post is already correct, so we'll not do anything. Now we'll say send collection data, right? We are saying send the data which is coming from a collection, right? And what collection? A project collection. Header, it is expecting two parameters: authorization. So authorization, bearer token. Okay, so this token I've already copied, so I'll just use it as it is. Okay, other parameter is content type. So this is default, you don't have to give it because we explicitly added, but again it's completely optional, so I'm just adding it. Okay, now I'll say the body, like what exactly I want to send. If I say default JSON and do the key mapping of key value like name, description, it will send key and value, right? Something like I have shown here, something like this, right? But we don't want to send like this because the structure is a bit complex. So here you see it's a bracket and then int records, then an array, then the data, right? So this is not a regular JSON, it is a bit nested JSON, bit different, right? So let me just copy this and then we'll replace the values. So I'll copy this, I'll come back to Rapcode. So instead of choosing default JSON, I'll just choose raw JSON, right? So this gives me the capability where I can copy paste any structure of JSON and then replace the variables. So we'll see how we'll do it. So I just pasted it. So as of now, I'm just creating one record. So I'll remove the next part. So we'll just send one record at a time. So I'll just remove it. This is fine. Okay, now this is how Airtable is expecting. Bit nested JSON. Okay, now I want all this data to be sent dynamically, which will come from my collection. So what I'll do, I'll remove this. I'll go to show fields and select the fields which are coming from a collection. So in the name, I want to send name. This is it. I'll just click enter, plus icon. Description, I'll just show field. Either I can copy the name like this and paste it like this, or I can just hit the plus icon. It will do it for me automatically. So I'll say status, which will come from a status like this. Priority, let's say I don't want to send priority. Start date, let's see, I'll say start date. That's all. Okay, so this is how we have done the domain mapping, and you click this icon, so it will show you what all the variables are there, right? So now the data will come from my collection and it will get wrapped into this structure, and it will send to Airtable, right? And I'll say save setting. Okay, now let's go to the form and create a collection form so that we can capture this data and then send it to Airtable through an event, and we'll create event also. So I come to a page, let me drop a collection form. I'll say project event. I have not created any event, so we'll come back here quickly. Okay, so as of now, project description, status, priority, all these things. Okay, so now let's go and create an event. So we'll go to the event. I'll say save project and send it to Airtable. That's it. I'll go to the collection and say save data. So first we will save the data, okay, in the collection. So let's say saved in collection error. Then I'll say send it to Airtable. So we'll go to this external API and send data to external API, right? Which API? The one which we just created, send data to Airtable. Okay, and I'll say send to Airtable and then save. That's all. So now let's go to the form and bind this event. And I'll choose this event. The event is doing two things. It is first saving the data in the collection and then sending it to Airtable with the raw JSON structure, right? Not the default JSON. So I'll just click preview. So let's try create something. Okay, so let's go to Airtable and see what all data is already there. Okay, so that we'll know that the new records got created. So there are a couple of records. I don't know if there is a way to delete. So I've just deleted. So there is just 4 records. Okay, and the status is done, low, priority is low. So we'll make sure that we'll send these only. Otherwise, I think it will throw an error because it needs to be within the list. Okay, or either we can build a similar drop down in trap code also. So let's go and see. Let's say project 555, some description, status. So let's see the status. It's done. Priority low, medium, high. So I'll say medium, and start date is, let's say, 31st of March. Okay, if I go to trap code collection and see what all data exists here, so let's go and see. So as of now, there are no projects. Okay, so I'll say submit. First it will save the data in trap code database and then make an API call. So it has saved in collection and now sent to Airtable. So it has done both the actions. So first let's go and check the collection. It is here. Let's go to Airtable. So this is here. Priority we have not given. Actually we have not mapped. That's why it is not coming. If we go to the raw JSON and map it, I think it will come. So let's try. So I'll go to my external APIs and let's map this field also. Okay, so I'll edit it. So the data is coming from project collection, and these are the data which is going. So let's add one more field, which is priority. So I'll just go and check what the parameter name is. It's called priority. So priority, and the value is, we can just copy from the fields. So it's priority. That's all, right? So all these 5 are now variables. Okay, and I'll just save settings. So let's go and create one more project. So let's say project 666, some name, status, let's say done, priority this time, let's say high, some date, submit. Same thing, it will save the data and send it to Airtable. So saved in collection and send to Airtable. Now if I come here, so previously it was medium, now it is high, project 5, now it is project 6. Okay, let's go to the Airtable. See, the project 6 is here and the priority is also here and date is also here. So the data is getting saved and then it is getting pushed to external API with a structure which is a raw JSON, which is not a key value pair, but maybe a bit complex. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.